If the sky turns black, it don't matter. We know the sun is coming up. Feel so strong, it won't shatter. We were born to run.
Hello YouTubers, welcome to my second ever review, and this is for WWE Smackdown on the 6th of July 2013. Righty dokie, the show opens up with the best in the world, CM Punk, making a rare appearance on Smackdown. He comes down to the ring and starts talking about how he's going to beat Brock Lesnar, how he's going to win the Money in the Bank contract, and go on to become the WWE Champion. Solid stuff from CM Punk on the mic, nothing to write home about. It wasn't amazing or anything, but you know, CM Punk always delivers, and it was going like a pretty half decent opener until Mr. Anti-Charisma makes his way to the ring. Alberto... Oh, wait a sec. His ring announcer's been suspended for 30 days. Yeah. It's just Alberto Del Rio on his own, you know. Now that his ring announcer's gone, he's pretty much got nothing fucking going for him. Ugh. I fucking hate Del Rio, guys. He is the most boring man on that fucking roster. Anyway, he comes down to the ring. You know, typical heel crap. You know, this is my show, CM Punk. Leave the ring now, you know. Sorry, I can't do a Mexican accent, but it fucking sucked. CM Punk just basically calls him out on his character change, saying, oh, you were sort of a good guy and now you're a bad guy again? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad he brought that up because that was fucking stupid, to be honest. But, yeah. Out comes Teddy Long. You know, does the usual Teddy Long crap and makes a tag team... No. Not tag team match, a singles match for the main event of Smackdown. CM Punk versus World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio. Look, we didn't see this fucking 2 weeks ago, the night after Payback on the main event of Raw. For fuck's sake, guys, give us something new. Anyway. Okay, now we have some backstage stuff with CM Punk and Paul Heyman. And Heyman's questioning whether Punk can out-wrestle Del Rio, blah blah blah. And Heyman asks if he can be in Punk's corner at Money in the Bank, but Punk categorically tells him no. Anyway, this brings us to the Rhodes Scholars match with the Usos. I fucking hate the fact the Rhodes Scholars are jobbing. You know, they get beat really quickly by the Usos. And, you know, Rhodes Scholars used to be a really strong tag team, and now they're just being fucking jobbed out. I know they're in the stages of breaking them up. I just don't like the fact that two really good talents like Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow are being jobbed out like bitches, to be honest. They're supposed to be contenders in a Money in the Bank match, which gives you a World Heavyweight Championship title opportunity, and they're getting jobbed out to the Usos. I mean, where's the fucking logic in this? Anyway, yeah, Usos win. Dumb match. You know, the Usos look strong because of it, and yeah, not a whole lot more to say, really. The Shield make an appearance after on the big screen and cut a promo about being dominant, and yeah, not a lot to say. Standard Shield stuff, pretty solid, but yeah, moving on. Okay, forgive me for not being excited, but we have a recap of what AJ did to Kaitlyn on Raw with the photoshopped head on the fat body, which was a big pile of steaming shit, to be honest. Yeah, which brings us to a rematch of Kaitlyn versus Alicia Fox. You know, Kaitlyn was dominating this match. AJ comes out, skips around the ring, allows Alicia Fox to get the roll up and get the pin on Kaitlyn. You know, Kaitlyn tries to attack AJ Lee, but AJ Lee runs away. Blah blah blah. It was complete crap, to be honest, but at least it furthers on, and they're putting time into this Diva storyline, which is, you know, rare these days. It's just, I just cannot get invested in this. But yeah, moving on, shall we? We come to a backstage segment with Randy Orton and Christian, basically back and forth promo. Christian says he's going to beat Randy Orton and win the Money in the Bank match. Randy Orton responds right back by saying, nope, I'm going to win, and I'm going to win the title match. You know, standard stuff, you know, just, you know, just boring, really. You know, what else do you expect them to say to each other? But at least it sets up the match later on. This brings us to Randy Orton versus Christian. Like, we haven't seen this match before. You know, they had some really good matches. What was it? 2011? 2010? I think it was 11, wasn't it? And, yeah, they had a pretty good feud. And, they had some pretty good matches. And, Randy Orton was quite over here, got a big reaction. Not so much Christian, but he has only just returned, so, maybe that'll pick up soon. Anyway, they have a solid back and forth match. Pretty decent, but, it's just hard to get really into this match when you've seen it a million times before. It was a carbon copy of their other matches like a year or two ago, and yeah, Randy Orton ends up winning, RKO out of nowhere. How else would you want a Randy Orton match to end, eh? Classic Randy Orton. Anyway, this leads us to a bit of backstage stuff with Teddy Long and Paul Heyman. Teddy Long basically telling Heyman he wants him on commentary for Punk's match in the main event later on tonight, and he wasn't going to take no for an answer. So, yeah, Paul Heyman's going to be on commentary. Always good. Heyman's fucking awesome on the mic, so hopefully that might improve the main event a bit later on. Okay, and this finally brings us to Dolph Ziggler's first promo as a face. He comes out, he doesn't get a huge reaction. I think the crowd is still sort of adjusting to Dolph Ziggler as a face, and they're not sure how to take him yet. But I'm sure his reactions will pick up pretty soon because yeah, he's only in the early days of his face turn, and it takes time for the crowd to sort of understand your character, where it's going, and sooner or later the cheers will come, I'm sure, because Dolph Ziggler's a talented guy. He cuts a promo about Del Rio and how Del Rio's a phony, how Dolph Ziggler never tried to hide what he was, but Del Rio lied about it just to get the fans on his side, and you know, and sooner or later his true colours come out. It was pretty solid stuff by Ziggler. You know, pretty basic stuff. Not a great promo, but not a bad one. It was a standard one. Not bad for his first one as a face, and I didn't have a whole lot of problem with it, even if I weren't blew away. And as you guys will find out, I'm a huge Ziggler fan, and I'm willing to say exactly what this is. It was average, but I'm sure it will get better, because Dolph Ziggler deserves more mic time, and I'm sure he will do well. Anyway, he comes out to face Drew McIntyre, having beat Jinder Mahal on Raw. But yeah, it was a similar sort of match really as on Raw, but this time with Drew McIntyre. Ziggler ends up winning with the zigzag, and just like on Raw, the rest of the members of 3MB came in to attack Ziggler after the match, and he escapes and runs away, goes on the ramp and starts teasing the 3MB. They're like, yeah, get back in the ring, come on, we're going to kick your ass. So Ziggler runs in the ring again, you know, escapes them again and runs out and starts showing off again. They're really trying to play up Ziggler's athleticism in sort of a mini feud while he's feuding with Del Rio. But yeah, they're trying to show Ziggler's new personality, and you know, I wasn't a great fan of this because I want Ziggler to start facing higher people on the card, but at the moment they're just trying to adjust Ziggler's character, and you can't have many complaints. It was pretty entertaining, so yeah. This brings us to a Mark Henry promo from Raw. They're just recapping the stuff, you know. Everyone knows how good Mark Henry's promos have been recently, so I don't really like them doing this on SmackDown, taking up SmackDown time by showing you Raw stuff, but yeah, they're just reminding everyone of Mark Henry's awesome promo, so I don't have a big problem with this, because I fucking love Mark Henry. Out comes Fandango with the beautiful Summer Rae. Can't say I'm disappointed about looking at Summer Rae. Oh, she is beautiful. Anyway, Fandango is up against Justin Gabriel. Pretty quick match, little back and forth match. Justin Gabriel ends up going for a suicide dive but misses. Fandango ends up winning with, you know, the big leg drop with a pretty quick match. Not a lot to say about this. I suppose they're trying to get Fandango onto a winning streak before Money in the Bank. He's won a few matches in a row. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to win. More, he shouldn't win. because he's quite clearly not ready for that yet. But yeah, I don't have a problem with this. I like Justin Gabriel, and he shouldn't really be jobbing out, but Fandango's the one getting the push at the moment, so you can't have too many complaints about this. Afterwards, we have Zeb Coulter, Antonio Cesaro, and Jack Swagger, who all cut a promo about the 4th of July. You know, pretty standard Zeb Coulter stuff about the founding fathers and all that crap. Yeah, it wasn't very good. It's pretty boring. It's just more of the same from Zeb Coulter. He's really good on the mic, but it's getting a bit boring now anyway. So, yeah, moving on. Main event time. We have the World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio versus the best in the world, CM Punk. They have a pretty good match, I've got to say, for a Smackdown match. It was back and forth. Del Rio worked a lot on CM Punk's arm. There was good psychology in this match, and it went on for a decent 15-ish minutes, I think. I was quite enjoying it, considering I pretty much hate most of Del Rio's matches, which is a shame because he's really good in the ring, yet he still manages to bore the hell out of me and everyone else, it seems. But yeah, it was a pretty good match. It goes to the outside, and Del Rio ends up punching Heyman in the face, which causes CM Punk to, get really pissed off. He jumps, he attacks Del Rio, starts punching him, and it ends in a double count out. So yeah, bit of an anticlimax to the match, but yeah, CM Punk throws Del Rio into the ring and gives him the GTS to a series of cheers, which you expect. Yeah, and SmackDown ends there with the triumphant CM Punk defending his friend Paul Heyman. I'm really, really glad they're not pulling Punk away straight away from Heyman, and they're gradually building a storyline about it. It feels a lot more organic. It feels more natural. It feels more real. So I'm a big fan of this current storyline between Punk and Heyman, Axel and Lesnar, however you want to call it, and I'm quite enjoying it. So yeah, pretty decent way to end SmackDown with Punk on top. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that was SmackDown's review. This is Ignition Wrestling, and I am your host, the Gavmeister. Coming soon within the next 2 days will be my Money in the Bank preview / predictions video. So come back for that.